Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 532 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today we're going to talk about how to improve your business or personal skills over the holidays. Now, if you're a Christmas season business, this may not apply to you, but I really don't understand how Christmas stores stay open year round. All right. You have to have a lot of people dedicated to Christmas to keep those doors open. But this is how I've been doing it for years and years and years to make improvements over the holidays. Now, I hope you didn't miss episode 531. That's whether you should do single promotions or have a catalog of products. So make sure you listen to that. And then also episode 530 was on shopping cart abandonment. I mean, this really sucks and costs you a lot of sales. And that episode told you a bunch of reasons people leave without buying and what you can do about it. Now pick up a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. This is what allows me to handle as much as 150,000 subscribers and 65,000 customers without pulling my hair out and with a minimal staff, which are all working remotely now. So all kinds of automation techniques, and we sell this book for $27, but it's yours free for listening to the show. And also today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about cell phones, but it also has cell phone automation techniques in it. And I've done several episodes on using your cell phone to really accelerate your success. So check that out. And you should also pick up a copy of our podcast app and put it on your cell phone or tablet or your tablet. And you can take us with you on the road. It has all kinds of features. It'll reduce the volume and pause the podcast when you get a phone call and then pick right back up and keep your favorite episodes and all kinds of stuff like that. So pick up that copy at screwthecommute.com/app. That's APP. And we have complete training for it with video and screen captures, so you're not lost trying to figure out how to use it. All right, you still have a chance to help out before the end of the year and get involved in a tax deduction program where you get a triple whammy, I call it. You get good training from me, you get a tax deduction for it, and you help out persons with disabilities with our scholarship program. Now, I'm not an accountant or attorney, but I've had hundreds of them in my programs over the years, and they all say, yep, business training is tax deductible. So we're pretty sure we can get you a good tax deduction out of it, get you good training, and you can help these people in the scholarship program for persons with disabilities. So email me at tom@screwthecommute.com, or you can always phone at 301-346-7403, 301-346-7403. Leave me a voicemail or send me a text to that number. Make sure you identify yourself, because I get so many robocalls and spam texts and everything. And even with good texts, people text me and they say, hey, Tom, did you look at my website? And I have no idea who it is. It's just a phone number. So get in touch with me however you can. Carrier pigeon, I don't care. And we'll get this triple whammy going to help you and your business out and to help the persons with disabilities out. All right, let's get to the main event. How to improve over the holidays. Well, I've done at least one thing to improve my business or my personal business skills over holidays as long as I can remember. And in many holiday seasons, I did more than one improvement. Maybe I wrote an ebook. Maybe I researched a list of affiliates to contact after the holiday. This holiday, I'm going to complete an audiobook, and I'm improving my backup plan for all the websites and computers that I got going. So those are my goals for this holiday season. And listen, I know I don't have a family and family obligations. I do have dogs that keep me busy, but I even have methods I've taught to many entrepreneurs that have families and a very busy social life to fit the improvement I'm talking about in without shirking or missing any of the great family experiences you can have over the holidays. So don't worry about that. Oh, and check this out. All right, this is an admission. I disliked my mother so much, I didn't want to go home over Christmas. So when I had my entertainment company, I actually went to Santa school. This is true. I'm not making this up. I went to Santa school so I would make more money in my entertainment business, and I didn't have to go home. I said, well, I got to do the parties for the kids while I can't come home. So I also did the naughty Santa. I do the kids' parties and the date, and then the kids would go to bed, and then I would do the naughty Santa for 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 the evening time. But it was a lot of fun. Had a lot of cool experiences, and I don't want to brag. Okay, I don't want to brag, but I was the Santa for National Geographic's DC Christmas party 3 years in a row. All right. And one thing that actually made it into Washington Post was so cute. This little, everybody in DC is a lawyer. I think 1 out of 20 people is a lawyer, right? So this little girl, I think she must have been, I don't know, 4 or 5. I don't know how old she was. So I was giving her the old Santa spiel. Oh, you got to go to bed early or Santa can't come. All that stuff. And she's looking at me and she says, is that some kind of federal law? And a reporter for the Post was there, and overheard it and put it in the paper. Oh, and this is true, and this is on a sad note. I'm not making any jokes here, but I was listening to the radio, and there was a guy that had a Santa booking agency. And he said actually 335 Santas died from COVID last year, and that there's a 10% shortage in Santas. So it's a little bit late for you to learn how to be a Santa right now, but there's an opportunity for the future there for you. But it's kind of sad that I can think of 335, a lot of people I'd rather see go bye-bye because of COVID than Santas. All right. So the key to accomplishing something positive for your business over the holidays is to find some quiet amid the chaos. And I know there's lots of chaos. So one thing you could do, get up an hour early, let's say. Maybe you could stay up late after everybody's exhausted and goes to bed, wherever you work best. You can work around family gatherings. Maybe you take your family to the mall and you hold back for a half an hour in the car and make audio notes about, let's say, your new ebook. Maybe you give them money and just send the rest of the family to the mall, and you've got several hours of quiet time at home. Now, episode 529, I got to mention that one. It's called Why You Should Add Digital Products to Your Business. You must listen to this. And by the way, the way you hear any back episode is to go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. But listen to this episode if you haven't already, because unless you're living under some kind of time warp before there was ebooks and online courses and all that stuff, you might not realize the fact that there is no downside to creating digital products. The cost and time to do so are tiny, and the returns are massive. So get episode 529 ingrained in your head. Now, your audio app on your phone is your best friend to do the stuff I'm talking about today, especially when you're out and sitting in the car in the parking lot at the mall, or you're sitting on a bench at the mall because you're exhausted and they're still shopping, that kind of stuff. Your audio app is your best friend. Locate it and get it working on your phone. If you don't happen to have one or you accidentally deleted it, there's loads of free ones. I don't know any better ones than any other. As long as you can get a quick note of an idea in your head. And here's the thing. Since I'm talking about audio notes, I got to heavily emphasize the need to capture ideas immediately. I can have the best idea I ever had in my life in my car when I pull up to my driveway, and I forgot it by the time I hit the front door. All right, so really, you got to grab the phone, hit the button, make sure it's easy so you don't crash while you're driving. I've been doing this so long. It used to be mini cassettes, those little cassettes. If you're old enough to even remember such a thing. And then I went to just a digital recorder. Now, it's handy to use a digital recorder, which are dirt cheap nowadays, if you're going to have somebody else type up the stuff. So you can just hand them your digital recorder and you don't have to hand them your phone. But if you're doing this yourself, you always want to make these quick notes as immediately. And I'm saying with a capital M, immediately, okay? Because you will forget them and then you'll say, darn, what the heck was I thinking about? And then, you can't be as efficient that way. So do that. I mean, I use this idea all the time in writing books and developing other products. Now, the next thing I'm going to say, all right, I understand is going to be tough for you sports fanatics out there. All right. Now, have you ever considered, and I'm going to duck here in case you start throwing things at me. All right. Have you ever considered giving up watching a football game or two? All right. Now, wait, before you turn off this podcast, hear me out on this, but I got to give you a little background. I played first team offensive guard for a top 20 school, and I've seen lots of the nastiness that goes on behind the scenes. I've seen football and basketball machines, I'll call these machines, not just programs, chew through young adults that had no business being in school other than the fact that they were 9 feet tall or they could run a 4.6 40-yard dash. Now listen to this. There were 31 people in my freshman scholarship picture, and only 6 of us graduated. The rest flunked out, got thrown out, got arrested, or even died. I mean, I saw the politics of large donors getting their kids to play when they weren't as good as the other kids. I saw shots into the knees of top players so they could get shoved out on the field when they should have been rehabilitating their knee for another 6 weeks. I saw top athletes abusing other students and getting away with it. And I saw them watching TV and smoking dope and even shoplifting when they were supposed to be in class. But I just want you to think about this, all right? So that's a pretty negative look of the behind the scenes of sports. I understand they're going to start paying them to be morons now. All right, so I don't think that's a bad idea since the coaches are making millions and the school is making millions. See, the football and basketball financed all the other sports in the school. One bowl appearance when I played, which was, that was 1975, so that's 45 years ago, was $500,000. Imagine what it is today. So it was big, big money. It wasn't any sports anymore. It was money. It was a money machine. But what I want you to think about is that $40 million athlete that you so adore, are they ever going to send you any money, right, to support your family? All right? I doubt it. All right. Again, I know I'm swimming upstream here, but please just think about it. Is it more valuable to me and my family to scream at the TV for 20 to 30 hours this holiday season? Or maybe I could take 5 or 10 of those hours and improve myself or my business, which is going to pay off well into the future for my family and myself. That's just something to think about. So think about this. What could I create or improve, let's say between now and January 5th? My experience is that the world goes brain dead from the day before Thanksgiving until the middle of January when it comes to improvements and business and buying information products like this. They'll buy books for gifts, but we're talking about the stuff that you and I create. Not a lot of sales during Christmas time. So if you get something created between now and January 5th, it'll be ready to roll out to the world when the world wakes up, which is about the middle of January, and maybe, just maybe, your business will get a great start to next year. So let's give these folks that I'm helping in this program I have for persons with disabilities a great start to the new year, because I got this triple whammy program going where you can probably 99% for sure, you can get a good tax deduction, you can get good training, and I'm happy to deliver the training after the year if that is better for you. But if you get it in before the end of the year, you'll get a big tax deduction. You'll help these folks out. All the money is going to the scholarship program for the persons with disabilities. And I'm going to do all the work personally to train you in whatever will help you in either online business, professional speaking, entrepreneurship. I even have brutal self-defense. I have protection dogs. So if you want to talk about those, that's fine too. But most of the time, people come to me for professional speaking and internet marketing for small business. So check that out. Email me at tom@screwthecommute.com. We'll go over what makes sense for you, and we'll really get started on a great new year here. And that's my whole goal, is to help you see the things that have worked for me over many, many, many years and put me where I am today. And I'm pretty sure they'll help put you where you want to be in the future. All right, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.